Hello, my friends. How are you doing? Thanks for joining my live stream. Whew, there we go. Let's do some art with Midjourney and, of course, with Affinity Photo, playing around with what we can do with the prompts. You can, of course, ask questions. We can also talk about other things like I created my first OpenSea account and some test NFTs that I can that I can show you. So yeah, there's a lot to explore. And yeah, hi Eric, by the way. Let's say hi to everyone who is here. I also have some new upgrades like this. There we go. And hello. A little bit more funky. Okay, let me find the chat real quick so I can see who is here. How are you doing? Blah, 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 blah. Pop out chat. There we go. Hi, Eric. Thanks for joining. Thank you to Vienna. Johan from the Netherlands. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. Joe from California. Thanks. One of my YouTube members. Mickey, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. Katty, hi. How are you doing? I think some new faces are here today too. All right. So yeah. We can, I hope you have, oh, by the way, should I link the videos? Tim from Colorado, West Colorado. Hi, how are you doing? I have created an extended video on how to use Midjourney. Let me link that real quick if I can. Where can I find that? This one. Now I need the link. Sorry. Okay, I should put the sound a little bit down on my computer too. There we go. Okay, cool. So now I have to find the chat again. Sorry. There we go. No matter how many streams I do, it's always... Why is the chat not working now? Always a bit... there we go. Over the... everywhere. Okay, here's the MJ... How do you say? Guide? Guide, yes. Check that out. It's over half an hour long, where I talk about a lot of stuff on how to use MJ, which is Midjourney. Bit easier to say. Whew, all right. Yeah. There we go. Hi, Nuno from Portugal. How are you doing? JLG from Sevilla. Jean-Loup. Hi, Jean-Loup. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. Michael from Israel, Haifa. Hi, how are you doing? Hi to Haifa. MTM. How to set the default font and size in Affinity Publisher? I don't know. I do videos about Affinity Photo. I have used Affinity Publisher maybe once for a video, but I don't really use it. I don't do layout stuff, so I can't really tell you about that. Sorry for that. Okay, let's switch over the screen. I also have set up my Stream Deck again, so now it's a press of a button. Boom, there we go. Oh, now you can see the chat. Oh, by the way, this is what I created as a test. It will stay online, so you could potentially get them if you want to. I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing at the moment. Oh no, I'm locked out. Oh yes, I'm locked out, of course. 1 second, because I don't know what exactly I can show of this. So I created this kind of collection here. I will add some more to those. And these are purely MJ generated. I did some face fixing in Affinity Photo, but I didn't really do artistic stuff like with the portraits I have on Instagram. I can show you in a second, actually. Yeah, but they have a story. They all have a name. They all have a story. You see here, Sister Fukumi Ayu, Temptress of the Void, and then she has a little bit of story down here. Might be interesting. I don't know. You can check that out if you want to. I will link that in the chat too. Where's the chat? There's the chat. Boom shakalaka. There we go. All right. Okay, so let's go over. Is my mic on? Yes, my mic is on. It's a little bit loud maybe. Is it too loud? Hello. Maybe make it a little bit. It goes into the red a lot. I don't know why. Sometimes, do you have that like on Windows when sometimes things change, like especially the microphone is suddenly a lot louder or a lot quieter for no reason and you don't know where it's coming from? Like everything is the same, but somehow it's like 10 times as loud. I don't know what's going on. All right. Let's put this, I don't know where, or I don't know, let's just put it like this. There we have the Midjourney bot. By the way, for everybody who is confused about how and why do you have a chat room with the bot and you do not, If you have a premium subscription, you can go into the chat with the bot. And if you don't have that, if you have a free account, a trial account, you have to use the public rooms, right? Also, I'm trying to set up a Discord server where I already have invited the bots, but I'm not good with Discord, so I have to figure out how to set up the rooms and make everything like good, because the official Discord server for Midjourney is filling up really quickly. They are reaching the limits of how many people can join, so they are really happy to guide people to other Discord servers, and I thought maybe I make someone for my channel. That would be good, and people can talk there also about software and other stuff. That might be good. Yeah, so that's that. And of course, you can ask questions in the live stream. Oh, by the way, I wanted to show you the stuff I do on Instagram. So I have like a different idea, and also I do this today in the live stream. Usually what I use Midjourney for right now are these portraits, as you can see. So they are a mix of what MJ is creating and portrait photos that I have taken. Because I replaced the face, sometimes I try to replace other stuff. It's still early in the phase of experimentation, but it really works very well, and you can make very elaborate portrait photos with MJ combined with photos which otherwise would be very expensive, very time consuming, very complex to do. And a lot of that stuff I couldn't even do myself. Like, I can't do a costume like that, especially like realistic like that, good like that. But MJ can do. But I can put those effects, like the effects you see here with the grunge overlay and the vignette and all that stuff. And there's a little bit of paint texture, not paint texture, there's a linen texture on the face of her. And that is what I did afterwards, right? So I will also make videos about that. Let me check the chat real quick. Hi guys. Hi Jens. How are you doing? There we go. No, where's the... What is this? Talk live? Did I added them to the wrong? No, wait. Did I add them to the wrong room? The overlays? Oh yeah, I did. Okay. Well, I added the GIFs to the talk thing, not to the other thing. I could change that, but I don't want to do that right now. Okay, anyways. Michael says, can you elaborate on how to use Discord to connect the MJ bot to a subscriber account? When you are a subscriber, usually you get like an invite, but the easiest thing you can do is you go to the Discord of Midjourney, and there is a member support here, and then you can either ask, or what you can also do is simply go in here and type help like this, and then of course enter again, and it will give you this here, and there it says here how to direct message the Discord bot. Like you click on that and then yeah, message, I don't know, it's described here, right? And then you're in a room with the Discord bot, and if you don't want to see a message, you can dismiss the message down here. And if you have created something and you don't want to see it anymore, you can right click on the image and make this red cross. If you don't see the red cross, you can go here to add reactions and down here to other reactions. And you up here have a search. Sorry, that's a little bit quick maybe. Can you see what I'm doing? Yes, I think you can. And then you write here cross, and then you select the cross, right? And then you can just, this will then afterwards be deleted from the, not just from the chat, but also from your gallery, which is also public. So, this is also maybe something interesting that you might not know. And that is, what I want to say? Oh, yes. Everything that's public can be used by everybody, right? So if you didn't know that, now you know. The stuff you have here, everybody can download and work with and sell and edit and upload and print a t-shirt with it, whatever you want, right? Because it's public, and this is in the TOS, in the terms of services of Midjourney right now, that everything that is created in a public way is also public. You still own the image, but they can use it for other stuff, right? I'm not against that. I don't have a problem with that, because I think right now we are in like a honeymoon time of AI image generation, and don't worry too much about the cash, right? First, let's worry about the art and the creativity and the stuff we can do with that. And then we can worry about money later. And also, like, there's so much free stuff on the internet. Like, did it really hurt your business because there's other stuff that's free? Like, people still design logos, even though you can buy a logo for $1 or get it free on the internet. I don't see a problem with that. So today what we want to do is, first of all, I want to create one or two portraits with photos I've taken today. And then what does Lego mean? I don't know. And then also play around with Midjourney. Sorry, my brain is stuck. There we go. Time for a coffee. Did we meet at VidCon really in LA? Like, when was it? Like 2 months ago, maybe. Could be. Absolutely. I had a Hawaii shirt and everything. So that would be amazing if we met there. Yeah, I don't have too many contacts from afterwards. I made a Discord for that, but it's kind of dead. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm not the social type to, like, I don't know, do chit chat. So, anyways, but that would be amazing. That would be really cool. This way I can see beforehand the artist matches the style I'm looking for. Wait, I'm missing some conversation here. Currently, I'm using the same object prompt, but change each artist I take the screenshot so I can have a library of styles. Yes, that's good. That's also good. Right? Like, for example, what you can do in Discord, I would really suggest that. By the way, I should maybe hide my bar, even though you have seen it for 100 years now, and now you see everything. Okay, anyways, you could say, for example, portrait. How do you write portrait? Portrait. This is my. How do you say? In German, it's Legasthenie. In English, it's something else. Like, I can't remember how to write certain words. What is it called? Wait a second. English. Dyslexia. Yes, dyslexia. So portrait, I don't know. Okay. In style, or let's just write style of Van Gogh. And there you go, and you can create that super easy. Like, it takes a little bit for it to start. By the way, can you see the prompt, or is my body in the way? No, you can see that. That's good. What is this? Oh, okay, cool. Did we meet at VidCon? We definitely did. If you were there, yes. Yeah, I was there. It was amazing. I just flew over from Vienna to that event, and I was just there for that time. I should have stayed some days longer so that I could explore LA a little bit or something. But it was still cool. It was very, very nice. Very interesting event. Very cool. But I have to say, the one in London was better, maybe. I met more famous people in London, even though the event is smaller, because the famous people stayed on the floor with the other creators. While I had the feeling in this event, they just had a talk and then they went away. Probably because they're mega stars, and in London they are like just stars, you know, like they are not every creator is just rushing up to them. They're like, oh, Mr. Beast. You know, it's just like smaller creators like Tom Scott or something like that. He's not a small creator, but it's not like you don't start to cry when you see him. He's an amazing guy. I love him. We had a nice conversation in London, but yeah, he's just a normal guy, you know, so that's nice. And then he hangs around on the floor. You can meet him. You can talk with him. That's nice. That's interesting. Anyways, let's go back to, this is not at all... Well, that was a fail. This is not the style of Van Gogh. Van Gogh. Or, yeah, there's so many. Why is this? Did I write it wrong? This is very, like... It looks amazing, but it's not... Let's try this again. Sorry. Portrait in the style of Van Gogh. Do I write it wrong? Oh no, that looks better. Like as if I could tell at that moment. Anyways, let's see where that goes. By the way, I also figured out that MJ at the moment is not good with the periods of painters. Like you could say in the style of Picasso and it will give you Picasso, and you could say Picasso blue period and it will make the pictures blue, and it kind of looks a little bit, but the blue period was a lot more classic painting than the later Picasso. So it doesn't do it. What the hell is going on? Do I write that wrong? Is there some, my brain is just like flat at the moment. Okay, let's just write Vincent van Gogh then. Okay, or maybe I need to make a comma. Portrait, comma, style of, it worked in the past. I don't know why it's not working right now. It worked perfectly in the past. So that's a bit strange. By HR Giga. Yeah, Giga is very like everybody. Do I just write by? Not style of? Yeah, we can also try by. But it's really strange because this worked so well in the past. Portrait by Vincent van Gogh. There we go. Let's try it again because this already, again, looks wrong. By the way, this is how you delete them. Like right click and then the X, and you can see, boom, it's gone. And it's gone. Very nice. Again, didn't work. So I feel that sometimes the AI is changing and doing stuff differently. You see, oh, this maybe this is better. We can also try landscape, maybe portrait, because sometimes, let's try landscape. Because I found that MJ can do some things for some subjects very good, but then when you try another subject, it doesn't do it good. Or it does something completely different. This, again, didn't work. Let's see. Oh, again, I wrote. Okay. I don't know what's going on today. I don't know. It's very strange. Usually this doesn't happen. This is also nothing. This is also nothing. Aha. That's not Van Gogh. Van Gogh. I don't know what's going on. Something is broken. It doesn't like me today. Okay, let's try something else. Let's try men. No, sorry. Once again, men. Style. No, wait. Lino cut. So artistic technique for print. Let's see if that works. I mean, let's try this. Flowers. Let's see, flowers. That might be better because they are more well known. You see, again, didn't work. I don't know why. It's broken. I mean, it was a little bit, but not really. Very, very distant. So by Giger. 5. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, you can do weights. That's also a good idea to do weights. Oh, you see, this worked. Lino, I mean, it didn't do like a great job. I don't know what this is. This is modern. Monochrome art. There we go. Let's see the flowers. You see the flowers work better. Although, let's do men. No, doing it wrong again. Sorry. HR Giger. That should work. Boom. All right. I'm happy that it's fast today. It's not too bad, you see. Yeah, it's a linotype print. You see the cuts here and everything. This is very strange, but it worked. At least it worked. So that's pretty good. Where's the flowers? Oh, there's the flowers. That's more like it. Right? So you see how like the subject and the style are kind of dependent on each other of what you get from that, right? So that's really interesting. We could, by the way, let's try something else. Let's try men, oil painting style of Vincent van Gogh. Let's try that to see if that's better. And also the ratio has a lot to do with what kind of result you're getting. The Giger is like working a lot better. Pretty cool. Wow. Nice details and stuff. And often the interesting thing also is with MJ that the amount of detail and the kind of picture you get often has to do with the subject, the topic you are creating. So sometimes you get super detailed images without any kind of extra prompts in there, just because the subject is kind of fitting to that, right? All right. I will switch over in a second to starting to create that portrait. By the way, we can look at my profile to find that. There's all these kind of cyber nuns. Like I said, I created some NFTs from that. You can try to. By the way, should I make a, like, I feel a little stupid saying, should I make a video about NFTs? Because I have no idea about NFTs, but I went through the process of setting up the account and also found a way to make the NFTs on OpenSea without paying anything for it. Not for the account, not for the minting, for nothing. So that's pretty good. If you're interested in that, let me know. But I'm a super newbie for NFTs, so maybe I'm not the right person. You should just search on Instagram. Sorry, on YouTube, of course. Let me see. So we need the pictures. I should go to the archive. Could you create a mix of Metropolis Look, the movie, and HR Giga? I guess you could. We could try that. I'm not sure if the AI knows what... This didn't work again. I'm not happy with that. But we could... We could try that. Let's try first city in the style of the movie Metropolis. And then go with let's go 20 by 9 for the ratio. I should make some commas in here maybe. City. Let's go here. City style of... Yeah, let's try it like this. Let's see what this gets us. And then we can mix it afterwards with HR Giga and see if we get some combination of that or not. Okay, let's go here to the archive. You have an archive button. By the way, if you didn't know that, when you go to your profile up here, because when you scroll down here, it ends at some point and you can't go further for some reason. But when you click on the archive, it's first of all, it is by day, which is very helpful. And then also it is everything you've ever created. And you can click here on the prompts on the side, not the prompts, like the links on the side to see what day it is. So you can simply jump there if you want to. What was I looking for, by the way? Oh, yes, the portraits. I should have saved the portraits because I did some photos today with a model for a specific portrait. There's not too many, so I think we should be able to find that. I think it was this one. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. Let's get the biggest version here. That's that. And then I want to show you another trick. Let's make here a new folder maybe. Or maybe I put it in here. Is that a good idea? Yeah, let's put it in here. Okay. Stream art. Okay, good. Let's go here and save this. And then I'm using Gigapixel AI to upscale that because it's very fast, it's very precise, and it works very well, I think, with what MJ is creating. So here we have the stream art. I throw this in here. I let this at standard. You can also go to art and ZG, but I feel like standard works good. And then you can see this is right now the original resolution and this is the updated resolution. So you can see how this is very pixelated and this is then very sharp. Look at the details here. So that is very, very good. It works very well with the stuff that MJ is creating. And you can simply save that. And you see, oh, wait a second before I save it. You see, it went from 1024 by 1536 to 4096 by 6144. So it's 4 times bigger. You can also go 6 times or 8 times bigger. But that is good enough for a print, and you get some very crisp and nice details in there. So that's, I find this is much better than the max upscale that MJ is doing. The reason for that is also, and this is a problem I hope they fix, when MJ does an upscale of an image, the upscale is different than the image. And then when you make a max upscale from that upscale, it's different again. And that's not good, because when I like what I see in the upscale, I don't want to have major changes in the max upscale. This is also, by the way, if you have versions of something you created and doesn't look so good, upscale it again, because often, maybe I can show you here. Let me see. Do I still have the copies of that same face? What face was it? There we go. So when you look at this, 1 second, I will show you. So this one here, and you will see some major changes. It's not apparent at the first second, but you will see some major changes. Look at that. So this is the one upscale, and this is the other upscale. Now look at how big the details difference are. Like here she has like yellow shot eyes. Here she has bloodshot eyes. Here this is very like soft and slick and nice. Here there's a lot of detail up here. Looks like we are looking through the plastic onto kind of a cyborg brain or something like that, right? So there's a lot of changes also with the lips. Here the lips are correct, and here they are kind of drawn out down here. Then here you have sharp lines on the side. Here you have like soft lines on the side. So what you can do is actually to download this, like let it upscale multiple times, download it, put it on top of each other, and then paint in the parts that you want to use. That you like best from the different versions, as far as they can be combined. Because sometimes, as you can see here, for example, this is a beige that is a little bit bluish gray, but this one is a little bit warmer. So you have to check out also to adjust the colors and stuff like that, the details, the texture of the paint style and stuff like that. Yeah, but you can get better results by combining multiple upscales from that, right? 1 second. Roger says, does a group of 4 pictures count towards image limit? Yes, it does. It counts as one image, but it's also important to notice that the image limit is actually not an image limit. It is computer, like CPU minutes that you get with MJ. So 25 is actually the number of minutes you get, and sometimes you need less time and sometimes you need more time to do a render. So it might be more or less than 25 images. And when you want to go premium, do not go with the $10 subscription, because the $10 subscription gives you 200 minutes. I can almost guarantee you will use that up in the first weekend, and then you have to wait for a month to go further. When you have the $30 subscription, which is kind of pricey, but think about how much you would pay for an individual image on a stock page, or have it hand custom painted by an artist. That would be much more. But the good thing is you can go to relax mode, and then you get unlimited images. I have created, let me show, info, wait a second, info. I have created so far 2,366 images and used 42 hours of, over 42 hours of CPU time, where usually in the $30 you get 15 hours. And I have barely touched them. I used them a little bit on my last live stream, but otherwise I always go with relax mode. So that's really the best way to go here. By the way, this is the metropolis town that came up with. Kind of good, I would say, kind of good. So let's go here and do this again. Just copy the prompt over, and then also go... should we have a weight on here or what? Style of HR Giger. Let's just try it like this and see what we get. Giger. Yes, okay, cool. So here's some photos I took today. We're not gonna use this one. Maybe we use this one later for another picture. I wanted to do something with a nun, like an edgy punk nun. And then we have some other images here. These are the images I want to use for the portrait. So this is one that has a little bit of a rotation. You can see like I just put up a light in my room, these lights that I use for my live stream. And then, yeah, just took a photo. Yeah, and then you can just copy that over. I think I have already exported this. So the only thing we need right now is to find the images. That would be a good start. Yeah, there we go. This is the upscale. Okay, cool. And then we also need the photo. This is, by the way, this software is called Affinity Photo. You should check that out because this is a competition to Photoshop. It doesn't have all the features, of course, but on a sale, it costs $30 one time. It's no subscription, nothing. You just buy the software and that's it. It's very good. It's very easy. It's very intuitive to use. It's fast also. So this is the main software I'm using. This is also the main software I do tutorials about on my channel. If you want to learn how to use that software, I have over 450 videos so far created on that subject. All right, so next, and you will be like surprised now how easy that is to create art from MJ photos. There we go. By the way, I'm gonna do a video soon about the history of art. Not the history of art, but like how is it that MJ, like AIs like MJ will completely destroy the art as we know it right now, but every artist I know is super happy about that. Designers are happy about that. Every creative person is like, wow, that's really cool. So people like it, even though they know this is gonna destroy a lot of stuff. And I like it too, because it's really good. It's a lot of progress, and art always needs progress. Art always welcomes progress, right? Okay, so here we have the image. Let me think. Okay, let's do rasterize and trim so we get this a little bit smaller, and then I make a rough selection here around the face, like so. Doesn't have to be very precise because this is just for a mask, and then I'm gonna adjust the mask later on anyways. So this is the face. Now I click down here in the mask icon, boom, you see, easy. Okay, so we have now the face in here. Now I can resize that. This is the mask. I'm stupid. Okay, sorry, 1 second. There we go. This is the image of the face. So now what I can do here is I simply set the opacity to a lower degree, and then try to mix this. 1 second. There we go. You see, when you have it at 50%, you can see both at the same time. It's very helpful to mix that up. Now, of course, because MJ is creating, how can I say, artistic styles, this face is not in the real anatomy, right? You can see like how close the mouth is to the side of the jaw, how round the face is here, stuff like that. So often what I'm doing for this is I'm using the original outline of the MJ face because, and then also I'm skewing this a little bit. You can, not skewing, but compressing it a little bit so it fits better with the face in the background. Because the whole image on its own is already very awkward, right? And but that's the good thing about that. You see, when you look at the picture, you see it's not like a, look at the neck and everything, the upper body, everything is kind of strange, but that's the benefit. This is why this is so interesting, right? Okay. So now we have this. The next thing we're doing, I'm going back to MJ, by the way, but I'm doing some work here also in Affinity Photo. You see, just erasing the outer parts here, and then we can slowly melt this with the face in the background. And now I'm going down here and I'm using the outline of the MJ face. So we can blend this afterwards. This actually works pretty well up here too. I can leave it like that. I think maybe we bring some of that back. Okay, so now next part is here we have adjustment layers. They are non-destructive. And I can go here, drag this in as a child layer, see, with the short blue line. And I can then desaturate this so I can reduce the vibrance and the saturation, like so. And I can also go here and create a curve, drag this in as a child layer too. And then I can make the face appropriately brighter. So this mixes well with the original artwork, or like MJ work. And you can see already pretty good. Already looks pretty close to the what we want to get from that, right? Let me see. There we go. Put this a little bit more in here. And then maybe, I think we need to move the whole face a little bit more to the right. And a little bit up maybe. That is better. Okay, cool. Let's go in here for the mask again, because you can see now we have moved the stuff. Yes. Delete that stuff here to blend that well. There we go. Very nice. Okay. And the mask, of course, is also non-destructive, so I can go back here and just paint stuff in here if I want to. For example, this detail here, I can bring some of the brows back here, like so. Although that might be too much. Let's just keep it as it was. All right. So that's already pretty good. Let's go in here and create a color balance layer. Boom, like that. Also child layer. And then you can see I can adjust here the colors for the midtones in this case to bring it a little bit closer to what we have in the original image. I would say that's pretty good. And then we're almost done. You see how quick that is? Let's go here to unsharpen mask and bring up the radius. Let's go in here a little bit closer. Some detail. There we go. We can fix the face a little bit. I will do that later on. Okay, yes. And now the last thing is some brightness contrast. Let's put this in here too. Push up the contrast like this. Actually, that's pretty good for the whole face. I wanted to do it only for some details, but maybe... Oh, we can also make it a little bit darker. Okay. We have some edge here for some reason. I don't know what that is. That's the shadow. It's the shadow of the face. Let me see real quick if I can erase that, and then we look again at MJ what it's doing. Kind of happy with that. Okay, so now I will duplicate this. Oh, by the way, let's save this before something is crashing here. Save as stream art. Let's call it port 1. I will give it a better name later on. Okay, so I will duplicate this and then I will rasterize this. I hope that works. Okay, is good. Now what I'm going to do is, first of all, let's do here some quick fixes with my InPaint brush, just to get some of these details a little bit better. And then I'm going to soften the skin anyways, because it's a little bit too real at the moment. One second. So this is the InPaint brush, is like, what is it called in Photoshop? The patch brush or something like that? I'm not sure. Something like that. Okay, now what I'm going to do is to go to filter and then frequency separation. And I want to see the details here of the skin like so, apply. And then I'm going to go to the gray layer and using the smudge brush, let's make this softer. Let's go here with maybe 15%. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, good. So you can see when I go over this, this is kind of removing details, but make it at the same time more painterly. By the way, we have here an orange edge for some reason. I need to look into that in a second. So I just want to remove some of these details to go closer to the original. Why is there like a rainbow edge here? That's very strange. Okay. There's a lot of noise in here too, but that's okay. Don't worry about that. Almost done. What's with the rainbow edge? I don't get that. Something's wrong here. What the fuck is this? The hell? That should not happen. I've never seen this before. I don't know. Something strange is going on. Okay, let's delete these two layers. Oh no, it's still there. Okay, cool. Okay, let's save this for a second. Let's go back to MJ and see what's happening here. Oh my God, wow. That is pretty amazing. Look at that. Whew. Nice. So you have your Giger Metropolis. Also, what I would suggest to you is to click like multiple times on this button here. This is redoing the same prompt again so that you can get more variations. There's an easy way so you don't have to copy this and try it again and again. This will try the full prompt again. When you click here on the variations, this will expand on this variation here specifically, right? So the way I'm using the variations down here is when you see a certain detail, like for example, you can see this is darker, different art style, and I want to expand on that. I want to have this more intense. I use the variations because when I click on that, this will enhance that, right? And so this is also what I did with these heads that I showed you before, like this one here. I started with a rather normal portrait. Where's the original? I don't know where the original is. But I saw that the portrait picked up some flowers, some flower decorations in the hair, and I clicked on the versions I liked to expand that from version to version to version, and it goes more and more and more extreme. It grows. It's like adds more details to that because it thinks, hey, you think this is a good detail, right? And so this is why at a certain point the complete face, the complete head is replaced by flowers, by decorations, right? Why this is going so strange. While at the beginning it was a little bit more like just a normal decoration. I don't know if I even have the originals anymore. Maybe they're somewhere down there. I don't know. It's similar with these faces down here. I can show you too. Oh, there's yeah, look at this. Yeah, they're already a little bit far. I couldn't really tell you what the original was from that. Yeah, you can also see with these ones here. I started out a little bit more like this. And then I like these kind of decorations on the forehead, so I always use variations from that forehead. And you can see that between these versions, these you see there, almost the whole face has this kind of gold decoration on it, while here it has a very big decoration on the forehead, but not on the rest of the face. And then down here for these versions, there's almost no decoration, no gold decoration or stuff like that. I'm not sure if they are from the same series, but you know what I mean. Like you see something, you like it, you expand on that. Also, by the way, what you can also do when you go into your archive is you click here and then you go down here to the three dots and you say open in Discord. This will bring you back to the to the Discord post where that is, you can see here, and then you can make variations from that. So you can go back to that. So in a certain way, I would suggest to leave most of the stuff unless it is stuff you don't like at all. By the way, I haven't looked at the chat for a million years. Sorry for that. Let's click here on variation so you will see. Remember, this is what we have here right now. Let's see if the decorations on the head are getting bigger or not. Let's click on that. Let's have a look on the chat. Sorry for that. The chat is saying, MJ is amazing, the organic imagery, once they add camera perspectives, it will be a force of art. Yeah, I think by camera perspectives, you mean like when you say, do this, but a little bit more from the side, right? Because you can type different camera types, lens types, aperture types. You can say wide angle or close up or stuff like that, right? So this is possible right now. I will show you. For example, let's say here flower, and then we go AR 16:9. Sorry, we have to also write close up. Okay, let's copy this to a second prompt. So this is the first prompt, and then we make the second prompt, and we will call this wide angle. Again, also my dyslexia, I don't know how to write angle. I write angel or angle. I cannot differentiate between the two. So this is angle. Okay, this was correct actually. Okay, let's go with another one. I will write now flower GoPro. And then I'm going to write flower, but this time EOS 5D. So you can see the difference. I hope there's a difference. Maybe it's not doing what I want it to do, but I hope it is. Yeah, they look both very close up. Not good. Why is Midjourney today in the live stream not doing what I want it to do? I don't know. Something is strange here. Okay, let's go. New York Street close up. AR 16:9. It's like the scene is important for that, you know. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna work now. If it's not, I'm gonna throw my computer out of the window. Wide angle lens. Okay, there we go. And then also go here. No, that was wrong. Go. Ah, the GoPro worked. Look at that. The GoPro worked. That's good. The wide angle, yeah, not really. Yeah, this is, what is this? This is the close-up? Yeah, kind of. I mean, this is a close-up. This is a close-up. Kind of. I'm happy. Okay, so where is the other one? This is the close-up. This is the GoPro. Where's the wide angle? Did it not render? Oh, this is the wide angle? I mean, yeah, a little bit. I mean, how do you photograph a flower? Maybe I should have written flowers, not flower, but flowers. You can see here that this is the GoPro. And you can see, yeah, it looks like this one especially looks like GoPro. It's wide angle. It's kind of action camera-y kind of type. Yeah, a little bit. I think with the city, we're gonna get maybe a better version of that. Let's write New York City GoPro here too. GoPro. And then also write EOS 5D. And by the way, personally, I have to say the camera types are not as specific at the moment as I would like to, because like there's a big difference between a Canon EOS 5D and a Sony a7 III from the way the picture looks, from the way the picture feels. Also between if you also add a Nikon to that, they look just different. And right now it's not like you don't feel like, oh, this is a Sony a7 III. Because it has like distinct like crispness, and in the details, the way the texture looks, I don't feel like it's there yet. But I think it will come. It will come. Anyways, Nova says most images are front view. There are not much perspectives, top view, diagonals, etc. Yeah, but this is how you define that, right? I would rasterize and trim, cause a halo effect. Would rasterize and trim cause a halo effect? I don't think so. It happened, I think this happened we are talking about Affinity Photo right now. This happened when I did the frequency separation for some reason. I don't know exactly why. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the perspective, sorry. So what you need to write, for example, is New York Street, and then you write bird's eye. Perspective. Okay, let's write here AR19. Or what you can also try is that you write drone perspective. Drone. All right. So here we have the wide angle. You can see this is another problem that MJ has at the moment, is that lines are often not straight. Of course, when you have a fisheye wide angle lens, you will have bended lines, but I don't think when you have a city street scene, it will look like that from a fisheye. Although you could do lens correction maybe afterwards in your photo software. We could actually try that. Let me upscale this, and then I'm gonna import this into the photo software, and we can see if we can use lens correction on that. That would be pretty amazing, to be honest. There we have the GoPro, it's rendering. So here we have the flowers in EOS 5D, and you can see, for example, down here, that looks actually more like a photo. Now, this is another like downside a little bit of MJ right now. When I upscale this here, it looks like a photo right now, but I'm pretty sure when I upscale it and we look at it, it's going to look like a digital painting. Like, this is also something I found that right now, in some regards, it can do hard surface 3D rendering style. So let's go to the community feed and see if we find something like that. But when you zoom in, it still often looks more like a digital painting. Like this, for example, is pretty good. But when you zoom in, you see it starts to lose the detail, and it starts to look more like a painting, even though in small it looks good. Which, I mean, for the internet, that's enough to post something on Instagram. No. You can also do with like food pictures or stuff like that. Let's go here to the comparison. So here we have the GoPro. Oh my god, that looks like a watercolor painting. I mean, the style is not too bad for GoPro, but it looks not like a photo. It doesn't look like a video. You can also, by the way, type different video types. By the way, we could go in here. Let's try this also. You can go in here and type GoPro video. It will, of course, not create a video, but oh, there we go. We have a street EOS 5D. I sometimes have the problem that I get these blurred previews, but usually what that means, and you have to upscale it to actually see if that's true or not, is that it has a lot of depth of field, but it will kind of render everything blurred rather than just the depth of field part. So the bird's eye view didn't work. It looks like something completely else. Maybe I should have written bird's eye in one. Let's see, where's the drone photo? Did I already render the drone photo? Close up? Did it drop maybe? Let me go to info. If you wonder what's going on, you can go /info, and then you get the jobs that are working right now, and then a number for the ones that are in queue. So the drone is working right now, apparently. You can jump to that to see that, and it's waiting to start, as you can see here. We can try this again here. Bird's eye, perspective. Or let's type bird's eye view and then type EOS 5D to get something more like a photo. Okay, let's go with this. Dismiss message. By the way, I found that when you click here and dismiss message, sometimes I feel like this is also going to drop the job from the queue. So maybe wait for it to give you that green thing here which says job has started, because then it's going to keep on going, right? All right. Sorry, I'm ignoring the chat again. I'm not. As you can see, camera perspective don't really work. Give it a chance. It's easy. Bird eye view works well. Okay, so I just wrote the wrong thing. Let's wait for that. Let's go back to Affinity Photo here and do some more adjustments here. What are we going to do here? Maybe I'm not going to... Let me duplicate this again and then rasterize that. No, you see, so there's no rainbow edge from rasterizing, but I think I'm gonna do the smudge finger right here on the face without it being frequency separation. It's a little bit different from the effect, but it works just as well. There we go. And as you can see, I'm leaving in the parts where I want to have high detail, and then I'm just smudging the parts where I want this to blend to look more like the stuff that we found in the MJ rendering, which is more like a digital paint style, right? So I'm flattening out these parts here a little bit, go up here. So this is also something interesting for you. The way the brain works, the way the eye works. Most people don't know that. Because usually people think we just see. That's the thing. You have a baby and the baby just sees, but that's not how the eyes work. Our brain basically is like MJ. It generates images for us. You don't see with your eyes. Most people think you see with your eyes. That's not true. The way the eye works is you see 2% of what you see is in color and sharp. Then you have a little bit bigger area, I think about 4%, that is in color but blurred. And then the rest of what you see is black and white and blurred. There's no detail there. There's the detail there, but there's not sharp detail there. And I can prove it to you. Take any kind of text, any kind of thing, and then hold your finger in front of you and look at the finger, and then hold the text to the side. And look at the finger and see if you can read the text. Of course, not like ginormous text, like normal text. You will see you can't. It's not possible because it's unsharp, it's blurry. Usually you don't realize because the brain is filling in the rest for you. You think you see everything sharp, everything color. It's not the case. So now, why is this important for art? Because we are attracted to details like the face, and we are attracted to details like hands, stuff like that. So when you look at a picture like this, you're looking at the face and maybe at these details a little bit, but mostly you look at the face. So when the face has a lot of detail, this means that the rest of the image is processed by your brain to look as if it also has a lot of detail, right? And this is like basically also old knowledge, like painters in the past used that. Like if you go to a gallery and you look at classic paintings, you will see that hands and faces and stuff like that are painted in a lot of detail, and then the rest, the clothing has more detail but less detail than the face. And then the background has a lot less detail than the rest, right? So this is the trickery, but you look at the face and you think, the rest of it is also amazing. It's not, right? If you look at the rest, it's like they just painted it in there, right? Okay, anyways, let's go back here to MJ. Sorry, we're jumping back and forwards. I hope that's okay. So where's the birds? What the fuck is that? There's a flying drone here. I'm messing this up a little bit. Why is it today MJ is not my friend? What's going on? Drone? Maybe I should have written drone view. Okay, here's another wide angle. Oh, this is the upscale. This is the one that I wanted to put into the photo software. Let's see if that does anything. Let's go here, save this. I will save it in here. Oh, it's a PNG. That's not good. I can convert this, no problem. Let's open this up here, open, and then, no, this is the wrong one. This is the right one. Export it as a JPEG, 1 second. Yes, quality high. No, I don't want to go here. Yes, I want to go here. Boom, okay. So let's go in here now, and then find the image. There it is. So now here is the big test. Where's my lens correction anyways? Unsharpen, red eye, repair, chromatic aberration, geometry, distort. Oh, there we go. Manual, barrel, fisheye. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it's distorting it a lot, but you can see you get straight lines in the end here, which is interesting. Also, when you correct it like that, you realize the whole street is yellow. It's not just a yellow strip in the middle. Oh, it also looks yellow here. It's a yellow brick road. So yeah, it doesn't really work. You can't make the lines straight in the photo software because it's like distorting the image so extremely. And you see how this is bent a little bit. So MJ is not that great with straight lines. If you want straight lines, it's not 100% on that. Okay, let's go back here. Please write bird's eye view. Okay, I did. Didn't I? Wait a second. I think it's still rendering. Where's the bird's eye view? Oh, there we go. This is the photo thing. Now it looks good. And then you zoom in and it looks like a painting. Actually, this is not too bad. These details are not too bad, I have to say. Surprising. Pretty good. I'm happy. I mean, does it look like a photo? Not too bad. I have to be honest. This is better. This is better. Okay, cool. Where's the bird's eye view? Oh, it's still rendering. You see, it's still waiting. And I wrote bird's eye view as one. I wrote bird's eye view. Damn it. Okay, 1 second. Do I have some? Oh yeah, here's sad. Oh no, I can't use it. I used it. I put it in the wrong scene. Oh man, today everything is just like breaking down. My life is ending here. Let's go here. Let's correct this. Bird's eye view. Okay, there we go. Man. Ah. Well, I do artist pictures. I don't write books, so yeah, sorry for that. my writing is a little bit skewed. Coffee. There we go. Who is writing me? Oh, that's the bot. Is it? No, it's not. Oops, sorry. Someone is writing me. Anyways, this is still stuck here. I hope it's not completely like screwed, because the bot is not working right now. But we will see. We will see in a second. Let's go back here and work some more on this work here. Let's close this. Let's close this. I think I did a little bit more softening than needs be. But because we have an extra layer, I can go here to opacity and simply blend this. Oh, I have to turn the other one on first. I can blend this. Yes. So we can see you can have a little bit of details in there. I really like that, to like be able to adjust that afterwards. That's really good. And one thing I'm pondering about is, should we have this kind of dirt on the face or not? Because it's kind of ending here. We could fix that, or we could leave it in. By the way, why is there? Oh, yeah, I forgot when I went back to fix these parts here. We can still do that, no problem. I think we will fix some of those. I'm on the wrong layer. 1 second. So you go here to current layers and below, and then this will now take from the layers below that, right? Makes sense. Let's adjust some of those. We can leave some at the edges. That might be good. And then I still need to render the, what time is it, by the way? Oh, we have only streamed an hour. Wow, that's good. Okay, cool. So we still have time. Now we have this thing here. Should we leave that? Should I? Let me make a next layer and then try to maybe get rid of that stuff here. No. Let's try that again. Make it a little bit bigger. 1 second. Current layers beneath. Yes, please. Okay. Make this a little bit bigger here. Let's try to copy this over from here. Or, wait a second, before I do that, I will go in here to the patch tool. Layers below. Yes. Okay, cool. And then I'm going to take this part here, circle that out. I missed half of it. That's not great. And I can move this over to the part I want, and then click and click again. Clickety click. That was a little bit too much. Too little. Let's. Oh, well. Go. No, don't do this, please. There we go. It's not taking that part, and now it's blurring it. Okay, we need this other tool here again. Let's zoom in here a little bit closer. It's getting very pixelated right now, and looks like crap also. Sorry, 1 second. There we go. Take from here, yes. And then rotate this a little bit. Why does it look like... What's going on right now? Let's go to current layer. Yeah, that looks better. Boop. Try this over here. No. How does it look? Please, come on. I don't have time for this. There we go. That's already better. Fixed it. Okay, cool. Let me play with this down here, and I actually wanted to create a second work too. Yeah, I'm okay with that. So this is the original, and this is the fixed version. So that's pretty okay, I would say. What is this? Please don't tell me this is a... Where is that? It's on this layer. So there's probably a problem with the mask here. Did we move the mask maybe? There we go, fixed it. Okay, cool. Let's click on save here and then go back to MJ. Whoa. Sorry. Shut up here. What's going on? My smartphone is talking to me. 1 second. Google is listening in on us. They want to know what's going on. There we go. Okay. There we go. Bird's eye. Finally, after 15 tries, I managed to actually write correct English language. There we go. You see, like here we have bird's eye a little bit. It looks like a painting for some reason. I didn't write. Oh, I wrote EOS 5D for some EOS 5D. It still looks like a painting. I don't know why, but still, it's bird's eye. That's pretty good. The drone view, I think I wrote that wrong. But you see, the other styles kind of works pretty well. Again, this looks like a painting for some reason. With the GoPro video, should look like a GoPro video actually, but in this case it did not. But you can do some really cool stuff in here, right? So you have to play around a little bit with the prompt. Sometimes MJ just doesn't want to understand what you want from it, especially with the style, like a photo, stuff like that. You can try Octane render, but this is gonna be more like a 3D render, and then still sometimes looks like a painting. So really depends. Okay, but now I want to go here. We have some nun pictures here somewhere. Not those. Other nuns. Not those. Where's the nuns? Where's my nun club? Let's go to the archive real quick here. So I want to have an edgy, like an edgy punk nun, so to speak. Let's go with this here. I have already turned this into a portrait. Should we go with this, or should we go? Let's go with this here. That's more funky. Okay, let's go here to open in Discord. I think we already did that, but it didn't render. Let's go here, make a new version, jump to present, and that should now render. Yes, there we go. Okay, cool. By the way, I should look at the chat once in a while. Use ultra realistic. Yeah, that's true. That helps a lot. So today is not like the day of master prompts, because I really like mixed that up, and I didn't even try to create interesting prompts today. By the way, I will also make a video about the breast. There is like better prompt tools and prompt libraries and stuff like that, and it's like where to improve that, or where to have prompts generated for you, stuff like that. So yeah, that's also coming as a video. All right, we have to wait for this a little bit. In the meantime, well, we can't do anything in the meantime, because I can go in here, because I wanted to look at these amazing portraits we did today. So that's pretty cool. We have some other styles in here too. But I think I'm going to use this one because it looks very edgy. So that's pretty good. But we also have like this could be fun. I wish I was a real cigarette, but it isn't. I mean, it is a real cigarette, but it's like a hand rolled one, not a bought, store-bought one. So these are too nice. We also took some hand photos. I want to play around with that, but not today, because MJ is not good with hands. So I want to figure out how to replace hands with actual hands. This is pretty good. And this is pretty good. They are the same picture, I think. Okay. Oh, one is the JPEG, sorry. Of course they are the same. I don't know why this looks so blurred, because you can see this is like super sharp. Oh, this, by the way, this is software called Photolab, and it's pretty good for raw development. Let me show you this one. Big fan of this software. The only downside it has compared to Lightroom is that the preview is not sharp unless you go to 100%, which is really annoying because you can't see what you're doing in the details. But otherwise, it's really good for raw development. Okay, let's go back here and check out some. They didn't render yet. Okay, cool. We have to wait a little bit longer. Okay. Let's have a look at the chat. Let's chat in the meantime, and we can wait for this to happen. Use ultra realistic. I've already read that. Bird eyes view. Can you see camera perspective? Don't really work. Okay. Once Adobe or other large companies gets into AI image generation, it's game over for most illustrators and artists. No, it's not. Don't. Yeah, no, absolutely not. They don't want to be able to compete financially. No, like bullshit. Like if you think that is true, you would also think that like stock pages and Fiverr and stuff like that would already have ended graphic designers, right? Because you can get an image. And I was a designer for websites, for print stuff and stuff like that for company. I never like had a designer make a work because it's just too expensive. I used stuff from stock pages, but still there's designers who do their job, right? It's not ending anything. It's giving people more chances. It's all this kind of stuff of, oh, this is destroying me. It's not. It's improving the thing, right? This is like this. We had this argument for 2,000 years. 2,000 years, people are like, oh, the new thing, it will kill everything, right? So, the movies will kill the theaters, and the vinyl will kill the live singers, and the camera will kill the painters. And why? What the fuck? This is not true, right? There is changes in the way we do things and stuff we like. That is true. But people still go to live concerts. I mean, people don't really have their portraits painted anymore. You can still get that if you want to, but it's also kind of out of fashion. Why would you want to have that? You can get it from a modern painter if you want to, and if you have the cash for that. But why wouldn't you just take your smartphone to take a photo? Things change. Are you riding on a horse to your work? Do you make your food on a stove with wood fire? Do you sleep in a cave? What the hell are you talking about? You know, things are changing. But what you have to realize is things are always getting more complex, not less complex. Living in a house with a toilet and a stove and heating is more complex than living in a cave. So you need more people to be able to do all that stuff. So we have more work, not less work, right? At the time when they started to have industrialization in these machines, we had 4 billion, maybe less than 4 billion, I think 1 billion people, I'm not quite sure. Now we have almost 9 billion people, but most of them have work because we have more work now, even though we have machines who do stuff for us. It's absolutely nonsense to think because you have a machine that can do stuff for you, people have less work after that. Even if you have an AI. What people don't understand about AI, let's switch here for the big view for a second. There we go. What people don't understand about AI is it is a tool and it is super stupid. AI is not that much smarter than Photoshop. It just looks to us like that because it's new and we are impressed by what it can do. But people were impressed in the same way when Photoshop came out and you still did this analog crap in your studio where you could do like minimal changes to a picture. And now you can do the maximum changes with a click of a button in Photoshop already. And now you can do it even better with AI. But it doesn't mean it's AI super smart and understands what you mean. It doesn't. AI is stupid. AI is as stupid as your smartphone or as your software or whatever. You know, that's a reality. It's not a general AI that is smart like a human or anything like that, right? Even if it was, like, look at nature. You have a whale, and the whale can dive really well and deep. And then you have an eagle who can fly really good. You will never see a whale that can fly like an eagle, and you will never see an eagle that can dive like a whale, because they are just different. There's no connection between those. There's no zero connection between a whale and an eagle. Nothing, none, nada, you know? That's the reality. So if you have an AI that can drive a car and an AI that can make a picture, there's no connection in between. It can only make a picture, and it's still stupid at making a picture. It will never be like... you will never be able to tell an AI, do this, and it does that. It's not possible. First of all, because our language is inapt for that. Try to describe anything, tell a blind person what the color red looks like. That you can't. You think like our human language is really nice and very sophisticated. We are like so smart about how we can use words. You cannot describe anything at all. The only thing why we can describe things is because we have the experience to connect things to words. So when I say skyscraper, you think about a skyscraper, but you have not the ability to know exactly the skyscraper that I have in my brain. And also the AI doesn't, because the human language is not able to do that. So at no point we will be able with language to tell an AI exactly the image we want. It's not possible, right? You can do some crap right now that looks cool, and it looks like actual design, but it's just a variation of that, right? So that's also the important thing. Just because it's nice and it looks cute doesn't make it art. There's a ton of things that looks nice and is cute, right? Like you have 1 billion flowers in the world. Are they art? Do you see them in a museum? No, they're just flowers. And then you paint something. You might paint a worse version of that flower, but that is art. Because art is a human thing. There is no art outside of humanity, nothing. There's no we are the only ones who do philosophy and art. There's no animal going, oh, I think this pipe might not be a real pipe. It's just a painting of a pipe. This is only us. There's nobody else. And the AI doesn't care about that at all. So you have to add the value to the work. Otherwise, it's empty. There's nothing in there, right? It's just like pixels. That's it, right? So don't confuse just because it looks amazing, it's automatically art or competes with artists. Not really, right? It competes with artists in the sense that business changes, but business always changes, right? Business has always been different. Just because something worked for your parents 50 years ago or 30 years ago doesn't mean you can do the same thing today and be as successful. This is not how life works, right? So it's always changing, right? Like, for example, a good friend of mine, when he was young, he started a education to be a printer. And back then a printer meant you had the individual letters and you set them in a not a cast, but this kind of print thing. And then at the same time, they had computers that came out who would do it automatically. And he said, okay, I'm canceling my education for this because it's a dead job. It's not going to be around when I'm finished with my education. This is just how it changed. Now we do everything with computers. Now you don't even print the book anymore. You have an ebook, right? And you don't even have an ebook even anymore because you listen to it as an audiobook, right? So, and the audiobook is maybe read to you by an AI or by like a computer, right? So, man. All right, there we go. Boom, let's go back here. The preacher and the preacher has finished his sermon. Let's go back. There you go. Yeah. All right. Let's look at the nuns here. I mean, this looks amazing, but it's not like when you compare this to actual like artworks, there's a difference, It's like this looks cool. The way why this looks cool is because it's trained on our art, right? Not because the AI creates art, but because it makes something that looks like what we have created in the past, right? So it's interesting to figure out, can AI create something that might be the art of the future? Can you go beyond that? This is always the challenge of going beyond that. By the way, I made a picture today. I have to show this real quick, 1 second, while we are talking about that. Let me switch here real quick again so I can find that picture. 1 second. So this is the change that AI will bring. 1 second. There we have it. By the way, I'm going to make a video about that too. But here we have the one of the important parts. So this picture here on the left, this is from 1533. This picture in the middle, that is from 1867. There is very little difference between that. It's kind of like, yes, of course it's different, and they improved it a little bit, and they like the perspective and the light is better and blah, blah, blah. And of course it's better art. Yeah, not really. It's kind of the same thing. And then you go here, and this is Picasso, right? And this is 1867 to 1912. So this is like, how much is that? 300 years? A little bit more than 300 years. And this is like, how much is that? 50 years? You see how big the difference is? What is the difference that happened here? The difference is photography came around. So this kind of stuff, nah, why would you need that anymore, right? So you have to rethink, what is a picture? What is a painting? There's also other differences. Industrialized color creation. These guys here, they had to make their own colors. It was a very slow process. You would do that in the studio, and you would have to prepare that for hours to be able to paint some stuff, and to have to mix the colors so they match what you did the day before, right? So no kind of, oh, I'm just like, boom, going crazy on the linen. You can't do that as a classic painter, because you have to stand there for 5 hours and create colors from scratch with pigments and oil and all that stuff. Here, you go to a store, you buy a color, and you throw it at the linen, and you get something interesting, right? And you rethink what is actually an image, because these guys, they didn't really think about what is an image. They just painted stuff, and they thought about culture and philosophy and religion and the kingdom and whatever, but not really about like, what could an image be outside of an image. And now you look at this here from Picasso, he is going to the edges. Now when you have an AI and it makes pictures like this, the question is, do you really need people to still do that? Or do you have to rethink what is an image actually, right? What is art? Why do we need that? And when you also think about, I closed the other image. Can I find it again? Yeah, there it is. Look at the clothing that the people have here. Look at this. That is very elaborate, very detailed. Also look here at the stuff on the table. What is it called? A blanket? No, it's some I can't remember right now, sorry. This is very sophisticated clothing, because back at the day, it was really hard to create that stuff. Today we have machines who create that stuff. So what do we wear today? Well, we wear t-shirts, right? We look like this. Yeah. So this is what we are wearing. A t-shirt with a stupid name on it and a jeans. There is no, like, it's super abstract. It couldn't be less elaborate and less sophisticated if you try to. The next best thing is just to wear, I don't know, whatever. You know what I mean? So this is also because of industrialization. If you can do all that stuff, you don't want it anymore, right? It's just like, think about yourself. As a child, you wanted to have all the chocolate in the world. Now you can buy all the chocolate in the world because you're an adult, you have money, and you're like, why would I buy chocolate? It's stupid. You know, why would I do that? Because you can, but you don't want anymore. You know, so that's always the kind of process. So the big question is, what's the next step for art? Where's it going? What's happening after AI? Now that everybody and their mom can be Giger and can be Van Gogh, what's the next thing? How is it evolving? We have already done the abstraction, reduction to nothing. You can actually have a completely empty linen. You didn't paint anything on it. You can buy a roll of linen in the store, nail it to the wall, and call it art. This absolutely works as an artwork. That's 100% a legit artwork. You didn't even need to paint anything on that, because this is the absolute, like, furthest, not the furthest, but it is an extreme version of what art can be, right? So you have to think about that. Now, if design can be all of that, where's the next thing, right? That's a big question. Where does it go? By the way, what did we want to do? Oh, we want to do the nuns. Let's do some more nuns here because they are all not so good. I should have clicked on that before I did my my big speech. Let's go back to the chat and see what the chat is saying. There we go, another one. Yeah. All right. Much to learn this evening. Thanks. Oh yeah, you're welcome. Absolutely. Thank you very much. I have a thank you too. Did I do a thank you? No, I didn't do a thank you. I do it. Oh, I can't do them because it's on the other window. Anyways, on the other scene, you speak very well about life. Thank you very much for that. Okay, you are my friend. Ooh, nice. Okay, I like friends. That's good. That's the Winch Illustrator game. Yeah. Yes, that's also true. You know, this is another point. You need to be creative to do good things. Like if you look at the library we have here from the archive, you look at the feed. You see sometimes stuff that is really creative, really like out of this world, not just like a goofy, like there's a cat in space. That's the first thing that comes to your mind. And also, I have to admit, the stuff that I'm doing right now is not like exactly what you would call creative. But then sometimes you have works in here, ideas in here. I don't see any at the moment. They all look amazing, but they are very shallow at the same time. Sorry for the original artist, by the way. If you see something that is interesting, you know it, you know, and it's different. It's kind of like mind changing a little bit, you know. Do you see anything here that's mind changing? It all looks amazing. But artistically, where you think, wow, this kind of redefines something for me. Well, I can't find an example right now. Anyways, what did we want to do? Oh, yeah, the nuns. Oh, we have to wait for the nuns. Okay, the nuns are still in session. I don't want to say like show stuff from me as an example because this was like a complete accident. It has nothing to do with me. I just wanted to show you like an example to talk about. Here we have some. I wanted to create shadows on a wall, but what MJ instead created is. Do we have a good example here? Maybe this one. This one is good. This one is good. Okay. So you have this image here. Let's zoom in here a little bit more. This one here, this one on the right side. So the interesting thing with this is you have a shadow that looks like a shadow you would have inside of a room, but then it is a shadow on the outside of a building, of a wall, right? And so you have the connection of the inside of the room on the outside of the house at the same time in the same image. And this is also, by the way, I thought I talked about with, because I studied art and I have some artist friends, and they also, when we looked at the AI, what it created, they also said like, this is creating things you would not have thought about yourself to do as an artist, because of course the AI doesn't know what it's doing. It creates random stuff. It is really getting you some perspectives on the world that you wouldn't have on your own, but it's opening up views. And this, again, is not stealing, or it's not kind of, oh, AI is taking our jobs. This is what we have always done in art. Like if you think about Picasso, a lot of his inspiration comes from African art. So it's not like he came up with that stuff on his own. He looked at other stuff like everybody and their mom does on this world, because this is how art works. You always look at what has been in the past and then you evolve it a little bit more, right? So this is, I find this actually pretty interesting from what the AI did on accident. Now, the interesting thing as an artist is that you take this and you make something from it by adding concept, theory, philosophy to that. Of course, not in an individual work, but you would like make a series and work on that for a longer time and do research and play around with that for a long time, right? But it is very interesting as a concept, you know? And if you think about the implications and go further like that, like what kind of implications could that have? Like, for example, it could be about privacy. The inside becomes the outside, and everything we do is like the privacy is on the outside of the wall, basically. That could be an interesting thing, right? It could also be the merging of the public space and the private space in a physical way, right? In the way of architecture, in the way of how we connect. It could also be about ownership. Like, for example, today we are in a world where we own less and less of the stuff that we buy, and have less and less rights over the stuff that we buy, right? So first of all, you buy less because in the past you would buy music, you would buy videos and stuff like that. Today you just rent them on Netflix, on Spotify. And then if you don't pay anymore, they are gone. You don't own anything about that. But even if you buy an iPhone or other kind of stuff, you don't have full rights over them. You buy a car, but the motor has a chip that tells you what the motor can do, even though the motor can do more, because the company changes it and you're not allowed to change the chip. And you're not allowed to open up your iPhone because the company tells you you own the phone, but you don't really own the phone. You just pay for using that. The same is with software. If you buy Photoshop, you don't own Photoshop. You don't own the copy. You only have a right to use that copy. So that's interesting in the sense of how the privacy and the public spaces kind of merge together, right? And this, by the way, has been in the past. It's not like a, oh my God, this is so evil, or this is, it's different. This is also what we have to keep in mind. Like, for example, sorry that I'm very philosophical right now in a certain sense. The idea of privacy and the idea of the individual is very new. It started around the time of the French Revolution. Before, you didn't have that. There was no individuality and there was no privacy. There was a certain sense of privacy, but not what we call privacy today. So if you have old philosophers, Plato or stuff like that, and they talk about the man and the what is it? They talk about the citizen, stuff like, they don't talk about the individual as we understand it today, because you would identify with your family and with your leader and with your city and stuff like that. So you would be the same as they, and some cultures are still like that today. So this is why if you say something, for example, about their culture, they get offended personally because they identify so much with the culture that it's the same thing. While often, for example, in Western societies, it's a little bit different. Like, for example, if someone says something about Christianity or about Germans or whatever, I'm like, what do I care? Like, make a joke, I don't care. You know, but I'm not associated with that. It's a country. It's my passport, it's a country, you know. It's like a religion, but like, I'm not Jesus. So if you say something, you make a joke about that, do. Why would I be offended by that? It's like, you're right to make a joke about that. I make jokes about it. I like the life of Brian and films like that. Why not? You know, so there's a disconnect, which also has other artistic and philosophical implications for who you are as a person, what you can be. And at the same time, because we are that disconnected, this is going very different from MJ, sorry. Because of that, also, people have a lot of disconnect today, like feeling lost, not knowing what their like tribe is, so to speak, because you don't have a tribe. So you try to find some kind of aggressively try to associate yourself with some stuff because you haven't been raised to say, oh, you are this and that, which is good because it creates freedom, but it's bad because it kind of makes you lost in a sense of, who am I? What is actually my root? And if you think about what is your root, there's actually nothing. There's no connection to anything because everything is like, it's there and you have lucked into it, but you have never been completely connected to that, right? Anyways, that's much too distant from AJ. Let's go back here to create some pictures. Sorry for that. All right. In Gigapixel, disable face recovery option to get more details in artwork. There's a face recovery option? I've never seen that. Let me see that. We have to click here. Clickety-click. Oh, face refinement. Face refinement, not recovery. Face refinement. Ah, interesting. Okay. Actually, let's see that. So here, it has to render a little bit. So here we have these details. Now let's take off face refinement. Yeah, okay, interesting. I don't see much difference. I have to test this a little bit more. Interesting. Anyways, so that was a very long talk. Sorry, I kind of alienated, I guess, a lot of people who want to see MJ in action and not hear me talk about human culture. All right, let's go back here to, wow. Okay, this is, I need to find a nice nun picture. This is crap here. We don't need that. Not good, not good, not good, not good. Did it only create 2? In all the time that I spoke, it created 2? 1? Even just 1? That's not great. I mean, I could still use the other picture. Let's use the other picture. We don't have that much time. I could use this picture here. It might be nice. Or I could use this picture here. That's actually... It's actually kind of cool. Let's use this picture here. Okay, so let's open this up. And then this is very blurry, by the way. Maybe this is not good. But let's save this and see what we can do if I upscale this. Maybe we get some more detail back. Let's close without saving. Drag this in here. 1 second. What is the time, by the way? Oh, okay. There it is. Let's see if we can recover some nice detail. No. Well, this is not great. So this is too blurry. We can't use this one. I could have this re-rendered, but for that I would need to find the original. Oh, there it is. Is it this one? Oh no, it's this one. Okay, let's go here and try to re-render this. Let's close these here and close this and also this. And then, which one was it? This one, right? Yes. We could also use this one. They're both good. Okay, let's have this rendered first and then also this. I could go to fast mode to get some better results. Faster results, not better. Oh, this is already starting. For some reason, the others, they seem to be stuck. But we can try this again. Okay, so we are back at doing MJ stuff. Sorry, I was like... I actually wanted to make a video about it. I'm still going to do a video about that. What does the chat say? I like the simplistic images very much as well as the highly detailed. Yes, absolutely. I should do more kind of vector kind of art stuff or lino cut stuff or these kind of prints things. You can do tarot cards. That also very, very cool. Try uplight in the prompt. Helps a lot for portraits. That's true. But the problem with uplight is it gives you a lot less detail. And that's not so great often. Servers are slow. Yeah, that's not great. Okay. But right now, I think their servers are back. I think we just had a little bit of a slowdown before. Please make this sharp. Come on. Give me some good crisp image here. So we can do the... looks better. I mean, yeah, but it's still not great. Still not great. Let's see what else we have in our archive. This one. Also nice details. Let's use this one. Save. Boom. And then go here. We can delete this. And bring in this one. Upscale. Yeah. I think that's better. Let's look here on the side. I mean, there is some bokeh in the background, so let's try just this one. It's okay. All right. We can also see what MJ has created for us here, and we did some more artsy-fartsy stuff. Is that still the same thing? Am I crazy right now? Did it create the same thing twice? No, it just looks like that. Okay, interesting. Okay. Oh, there we have. Ooh, look at these details here. These details are nice. It's almost good. By the way, you can also vote down here, and I think often you should do that. I often forget that, but this actually also tells the AI what is going on. And I think you get even rewarded for doing that. I'm not 100% sure though. This has some nice details here. I think I still will take the other one. Let's save this here. Let's close this. Yes, okay, good. And then we have here the upscale. And then we have here the JPEG version. This is the one. Okay, so I want to integrate this here to have more like a punky version of that. Rasterize and trim. There we go. And then we make a rough selection again. Let's go like this. 1 second. Cigarette. There we go. Okay, mask. Boom. Okay, ready. So now we can resize this. And I want to do more elaborate photo shoots in the future and create some more interesting styles with that. But for now, this is it. Let's bring this to the same kind of size here. By the way, a trick you can use here is line up the nose like so, or some other part you want to have, and then take the center point here, transform origin, put it on the nose, and then go here and hold Control, and you can see it's going around that point. So now it's easier to scale everything to the same size. You know what I mean? All right. So now that we have this, we can make this 100% again. And let's turn this off. The face is different, so I think I will skew this or compress this a little bit. Would you call it skew or compress? What would you say to that? Okay, so far so good. Again, let's take our eraser here. This is the eraser for the mask, not for the image. Don't confuse that. Is the image, is the face maybe a little bit sideways? And again, I'm using the out lines of the original image. Okay. I think I also want to get some of this texture on her. Maybe we are going to like make a bigger texture and put it over the face or something like that. I still have to figure that out. But so far, pretty cool. I like it. All right. Again, let's go in here and adjust the vibrance and the brightness, so we get a better approximation, and then we can do the other adjustments later on. Let's go here for the curves. I really like this ability of MJ to make these photo shoots, because imagine how complex it would be to get all that kind of outfit and stuff like that to create that. I might reshape the head. Let's bring this a little bit down. Let me try this real quick. I will duplicate this and then go in here with Mesh Warp. And with Mesh Warp, I can set points here. Like, for example, let's put one here. Oh, maybe that wasn't a good idea. 1 second, let's put one here. And now I can take these points here and I can move them, for example, downwards. You see? So this will take the image with it. Let's see if we can. Maybe I need to do this in a second step, but let's try it right now. That's actually not too bad. We might be able to replace that part in the back afterwards, that ring, or just like remove the ring. Okay, I feel like this is not too bad. The original ring isn't round anyways. But a round ring would be nice. I wonder if we copy that over from the original image, if that would work or not. Let's give it a try real quick. Oh, I went a little bit too far in. No. Yes. There we go. Let's just take this here real quick. There's again this kind of mask error here. Stupid. Okay, anyways. Oh, by the way, I should save again. Save as... Where's the other one? Oh, there we go. Let's call this port 2. Okay. Yes, okay, nice. So now we have this in here. I could... Let's turn the other one on. Yeah, look at this. It's very nice. Let's set this to multiply so I see what I'm doing. Can we find a way that... Yeah, let's try it like this. It's actually not too bad. I will duplicate this again. Just so I can remove that part without any kind of, or I can actually do this on a second layer. 1 second. So we go here, have a new pixel layer, go here on layers below. The rest is turned off. This is from the, yeah, this is from the other image, so that's okay. I can actually, let's turn this off for the moment. And now let's go in here and maybe remove this part here. There we go, easy peasy. Okay, this did a little bit of a goof. Never mind. All right. Let's restore the chat so I can read that, what you're saying. 3 hours when you rate the images. Oh, from other creators, not your own. If you rate your own, you get nothing. That's not cool. I mean, mostly you look at your own pictures, right? So why not give some cash for that? Not cash, but you know what I mean. Did I do it on the wrong layer? No, I didn't. Okay, cool. We don't have a connection up here. We need to somehow create that, maybe from that part over here. Let's do some stealing here. Okay. Is this on the right layer? No, it's not on the right layer. Sorry, that was the wrong one. Boom, boom. There we go. Okay, let's bring this up here. Come on. Move it. All right. Why is there like a line here? Is this from the background image? The hell is this? Some magical things going on today. Oh, wait a second. Oh no, is this the original thing? This is the second one? There's a hole in here. Nah. Okay. And then this is from the background. This is from the background. Okay, that's good. So we can actually leave it like this. Maybe make it a little bit higher here. But a little bit lower. There we go. Very nice. There's some stuff here, some gunk. Why is there some gunk? Oh, this is from the thing. Okay. I will copy this up here maybe. 1 second, sorry. Layers beneath. Oh my god, my stomach is telling me to eat something. Where did I take this from down here maybe? No! Affinity Photo crashed. Let's go to the talk through you so I can restart the software. Wow, I'm sweating. I look like a glazed donut. Oh, please. When have I saved last time? This, I don't know why. I have to reinstall Affinity Photo. It's like really killing me. It's like crashing a bit more than it should be recently, to say it kindly. There we go. Ay, ay, ay. I hope this is not too bad. I don't even see the save. What the? Oh, okay. I called it portrait 1. What is this? Ah, okay, okay. We are back at the thing where I didn't have the ring yet. Copied over. Okay, let's make another here, and I can fix this. And now the process is faster because I already know what I need to do. So let's fix this here real quick. No, it didn't work at all. Super duper. There we go. Yes, okay, thank you very much. And then I already have this ring here. I have to put this on top of everything. And then I turn this off, I turn this off. I go here and make an extra layer. And I will reduce this. And then we have to delete this stuff here too. Let's do this real quick here. Please. Almost worked. Let's see. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, let's go fast here. High speed. Okay. Good. Why is this back again? Oh, because of the... okay, no. Okay. Sorry. Zoom. Yeah. Zoom. Ah, okay, good. Good enough. There we go. What time is it at your place right now? Like, is it super late or is it like afternoon or what's going on? I can live with that. Let's click here too. Boop. Yes, thank you very much. Okay, cool. So now we have the other ring here. Let's save real quick. And then we set this to 9 p.m. That's good. It's 1 hour earlier than my place. It's 10 p.m. here. Let's set this to darken. No. Why doesn't this work? Oh, because I'm on the wrong thing. There we go. Perfect. Okay, cool. Okay. We are getting there, ladies and gentlemen. Boop, boop. Okay. I'm maybe going to drag this out a little bit here. There we go. Put this up a little bit. Yes, thank you. 10 p.m. Hey, same as my time zone. 4 p.m. That would be nice right now if it was 4 p.m. What the others say? Also 9 p.m. Oh no, that's the same. On Monday, 6 a.m. here in Victoria, Australia. Hey, how are you doing? I have relatives, but in Melbourne. I was in Australia multiple times already. I think like 3 times or something. Very beautiful country. I was thinking about maybe moving there, but I think I'm already a little bit late for that. Although if I have relatives, I think there isn't much of a time limit. Is there? I'm not sure. Because I think Australia says if you're too old, like after 45, no more welcome. Go home, brother. Unless you bring a lot of money, which is okay. I mean, why should they like pick up everybody? There we go. All right. So we have, it's kind of round. Oh, we have a little bit of a problem down here. Let me extend this real quick here. All right. There we go. Very nice. Okay, cool. So now we have this. It's not as good as I hoped it would be, but I think we need to do some more adjustments here. I thought this would be a little bit cooler. Okay, let's go here to the mask again. So first of all, we need to fix this stuff here. And then let's go down here. Let's save again, just to be sure. As so many places I would like to live, actually. Like one of the major places, also Southeast Asia, of course. So this, I'm not sure if this is a good idea. Okay. I think I will duplicate the mask here and then turn one of them off. I'm not too sure how it works. I moved here from New Zealand. Hey, wow, nice. Okay, cool. Why the move from New Zealand to Australia? The face is too big. Yeah, it is too big. You're right. It is like the original face is also too big. So you are right. We need to resize that because it looks very strange. Let's bring this down a little bit. This is maybe better. I'm very much not satisfied with what it is right now. I thought this would be a lot better. For some reason, I think maybe I have to do this again after the stream with a different picture because this, for some reason, it's not mixing too well. But we can still try around here a little bit. Let's go over to the brushes now and then paint a little bit more on the mask. Oh, also we have this kind of decoration here in the forehead. So now we have these original eyebrows here. That's not helping. Let me remove that stuff from the face. Okay, let's turn the face on again. So this is a little bit better. Let's see again. Arizona is 1 p.m. That's nice. 1 p.m. is very good. Family moved here, so I followed for work. Money is better here. I am dairy farmer. Really? Interesting. In Australia. Wow. That's pretty cool. And like, did you start a new farm, or did you bring all your cows? Or I think you can't, right? Because live cattle and the they are very cautious about diseases and stuff. Let's recover this part here. Yeah, I'm not super happy about this. Like the original has a very strong texture. We could try to... Let me see if we put... I could actually... Let me see. Let me try another thing. Like here is a... kind of a lazy solution, and that is turning it black and white, because then you won't see the differences too much anymore. So we could try that. Let me look for a grunge texture real quick to make the face a little bit more similar. Oh yes, this is kind of good here. Yeah, let's just copy this over. I'm not even going to download that. Okay, let's desaturate this. No, not a mask, sorry. Sorry. Already existing farm. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. All right, let's rasterize this real quick. Rasterize, yes, okay. And then we're gonna go here, I guess, with levels. And let's bring this here over the face. Set this to, let's say, multiply. Okay. Put a mask on that. Erase all the stuff we don't need from the outside. So I think we are getting somewhere now. There we go. Okay. Let me take here contrast and brightness. Like that. Color burn. One second. Ah, this is similar. Okay, cool. So let's go here to that curve, make that a brighter color. Okay. And then go for vibrance, desaturate that a little bit more. Okay. And then let's create another curve here. Pull this down. Invert. Does this have the same mask? It should have the same mask. Take it white and then make it like this, and then wait, I have to go out here a little bit more. All right. We have to set this to luminosity. There we go. Let me see. Okay. So we have this now. It's already better. It's not 100%, but a bit better. Let me see here. Okay, let's forget about this stuff up here and just bring the forehead up to the ceiling. Oh no, that's not good. 1 second. Let's do it like this. And then for some reason this is too bright over here, so we will copy this over from here, I guess. No. Yes. There we go. Bring this over here. No, please don't do that. Align source, no. And then just like paint this in here slowly. Make this a little bit opacity less. There we go. It's already better. Where's my mask of the curve? There we go. Bring in some more of that here, I guess. Does it not do that? Oh, that's on the... Okay, I need another curve up here, and then we need to save, because I already see the software crashing. I hear it crashing already, like... Okay, 1 second. There we go. Let's bring this down like so. Wait a second. Yeah, that's better. Layer invert. This doesn't have the mask on it. Let's do it anyways. Okay, and then erase from up here. Why is there now this kind of stain up here? It looks very strange. I'm not happy. What's going on? I'm sure this was up here all the time, but I just didn't see it. What's the difference between rasterize and rasterize and trim? Rasterize will rasterize it in the same size as the image. No, not the same size, but it will like create a raster version. Whether or not you see it on the canvas, which is the like the borders here of the image, or not. So if stuff sticks out to the sides, it will also be rasterized. If you make rasterize and trim, it will be cut at the edges of your canvas, and then you don't see it anymore. Like it's gone, you know. So it's just inside of the canvas. That's what I'm saying. 1 second. Okay. Okay. So save again. And now here comes the trick. It still looks kind of strange, but let's wait a second. Go here, merge visible. So this will create a layer of everything we see on the screen right now. And now we go to filters, plugins, Nick collection. This is of course like an external thing that's not part of Affinity Photo. And we go to Silver Versa, which is part of Nick collection. And we turn this into, I don't want to have that right now, into a black and white image. Let's see if we have some nice, interesting styles here that we could use. That would make it look more realistic and at the same time save my butt. This is not bad. I like this one here too. That is pretty good. Okay. Here we have some vintage style, like old school wet plate stuff. It's kind of nice too. Too much. Not bad. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No. 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 Almost. The face, like we could brighten the face afterwards a little bit more. You can also do it in here. Oh, there's clear view too. Oh no, we don't need that. But the background is a little bit too bright. I'm like I really love vignettes, but that is a little bit too much. I'm not sure. The blue, I like the blue, but we had a style here before that was more edgy and had this kind of frame. Let's check that out again. Not this one. This one maybe. Was there more with the frame, or was that the one? I really like this one too. So wait, what's this called? Full dynamic, smooth? No, that's too much. Let me see real quick. So here we have all edges soft, image border type 12. Okay, so we can go up here to full image smooth, if I find that again. Full spectrum, full art, fine art, sorry. Wet, full contrast. Am I crazy? Where is that right now? Noir? No, I'm already past it. Did I read it wrong? What was that? Full contrast, structure, trist, high. There we go. Full dynamic smooth. Okay. And then we go here to burnt edges, all edges, and we go to image border 12. I go type 9. We can adjust the size. Spread. Oh yeah, vignette. Yes. Whew. I mean, not bad, but a little bit too much, maybe. I like a cleaner background for this, but Okay. Paper toning. No paper toning. Silver toning. Maybe a little bit. Strength toning. I think that's okay. Okay, let's click on apply. Please don't crash. Oh, okay. I was like, it looked like it just go away, but it didn't. Okay, cool. So now we could blend this a little bit. I want to blend this a little bit, have some color back. So for that, I need 1 second. We need to merge the visible again, and then I go here, and then one second, let me think. Ah, yes, okay. We make a rectangle over everything, like so. Bloop. And then I will make the fill invisible. I make the stroke white. I set the stroke size until it... I don't see it anyways. Where's the stroke size? Hello. Stroke. There we go. There's a stroke. Okay. 200. Yes. Looks good. Let's turn the other one off again. On again. Sorry. No. Stroke. There we go. Okay. 250. Let's try that. Too much. Okay. 230. Okay. Maybe we were right at 200. Looks good. Okay, cool. So now we have the rectangle. We can reduce this a little bit down to here. Should we, do you want to have some color or not? I think a little bit of color. It makes it looks a little bit colorized. That would be interesting, right? Let me make it the other way around. Oh, by the way, let's try with blend mode. Like soft light, maybe? No. Let's keep it normal and then just like... give it a smidge of color. I'm happy. This looks pretty cool. We're gonna do some dodge and burn here on the black and white image. Real quick, let's save to be safe. And then let's go in here. Woo! That's some rough texture, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the Wild West here. We have to set this to soft light. And then let's do some magic here. Let me think about the magic I want to have. I think here a little bit and there a little bit and then down here a little bit. And then on the cigarette. Okay. The nose a little bit. Jeep, like that, and then here a little bit, and there. Okay, let's see. See? A little bit more structure in here. That's pretty good. Maybe some more here. And maybe some more down here. 1 second, I'm gonna look at the chat in a moment. Let me just finish this real quick. Like so. And then maybe make this part here a little bit brighter. Sorry, that was not good. No, smaller. Small but soft. There you go. That's what she said. There you go. Okay. Maybe up here a little bit less. Oh, sorry. All right. 1 second. Maybe here in the eyes a little bit too. This is, don't look here. Don't look there. Maybe we should keep it black and white because there's some color strangeness going on up here. This looks like there's some poop stains here up on the deck. Maybe, let me try this real quick as a last step here. What's the time? Oh my God, 2.5 hours. I'm sorry. What was it about to do? Oh yeah, the mask, sorry. Did I really spend so much time on this portrait right now? That's crazy. Let me paint this in here real quick. Well, art takes time, and bad art takes more time, as you know. And since this is very bad art, it takes a very long time. There you go. Now you know. Okay. Now it's a gray forehead. It looks even more stupid. Okay, let's not do that. Yeah, let's just have a very like small hint of color. Okay, cool. So there we go. Where's the original? There it is. Okay, we can actually, let's duplicate this. 1 second. Where is it? There it is. Okay, good. Let's bring this up here. So we took it from this image to, wait, we can actually make this bigger. Oh, then I can't change it anymore. Sorry. So we took it from this image to that image. I mean, it's interesting, I would say. I hope you think so too. I like it. Let's go here and export this. Stream art, yes. Okay, cool. And then also open the, why does it take so long? Oh, is it a PNG? 1 second. I think I exported it as a PNG. Yes, okay. Let's go like this. Yes, save this. And then also open the other one so we can also look at that. I'm not even sure if this is finished, but let's save it anyways. Time flies when having fun, yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. There we go. Stream art. Oh, I can't. They're not in the, wait, let's call this port 01 org. Is it now next to it? No, because it's a PNG. Ah, come on. Let's open up these. Does it work like that? Open. Sesame. Oh yeah, there we go. So you have the before and the after for this one. Make it even bigger. Before and after. This needs some more adjustment, to be honest. It's not 100% there. And for this, somehow I don't have, wait a second, where's this? There it is. Okay, cool. Let's copy this in here. And then open up this. There we go. So we have here the before and the after. I like this. There's a line here. I have to fix that. This from the original image where, like the grunge overlay has a line in there. I will fix that. But that's pretty cool. Still the face is like, I'm happy with this. That's pretty cool. It's a little bit edgy with the cigarette and everything. Okay, there we go. There we go. Good. So we had a lot of stuff today, MJ, and by the way, did we do some other stuff with the bot? We didn't experiment too much with the bot. Oh wow, this is also good here. It's also very nice. This is also very nice here. This is kind of, I don't know, but yeah, some cool stuff. And we will do some more stuff, of course, in the next streams. I hope you join was pretty much fun. And we can also in the next stream, like, what would you do more in the next stream? Would you like to do more of the work in Affinity Photo, matching together photos and MJ creations, or would you rather experiment with the prompts and see what we can get from there? Because today we only did some very basic prompts, nothing too special. Because you can, as you can see from my archive, if you look at the stuff, there's some pretty interesting stuff in here too. For example, if I can find it, stuff like this, for example, here. It's a bit more artistic face with bokeh elements surrounding it, stuff like that. I created this like cyber city for the what is it called? The NFT stuff. Oh, by the way, I can link this again. Maybe that's a good idea. I don't know. You see, if you go to the collection here, how do we go to the collection? There. Yeah, it's up here. You see the artwork is up here. So that's pretty nice. Let's bring this in here again. Maybe someone is interested. All right. Yeah, and a lot more other stuff. Oh, this one is nice. Look at that. I love this one. This, I kind of feel like I would like to have a print or something of that. Look how cute the wizard is in his lab with the giant flasks in the background and everything. That's a really cute one. Oh, and I also created these kind of landscapes in a bottle. This one here, you see, there's even a moon in the bottle. That's pretty nice. I thought this could be an inspiration to make a photo, to make this with actual photos and make it look a lot more real. I have to look into that. And also these kind of cyber cities and stuff like that. I like the sci-fi stuff that MJ is creating is really awesome. There's so much interesting stuff in there. So that is really, really nice. I also, this, by the way, this is in the style of the paintings of a friend of mine. And I took his images as an inspiration to create other versions. And it was really interesting. I sent him these copies. And yeah, he was impressed and he liked this kind of idea also a lot. Where did it go? Oh, there it was. You see, like these kind of paintings. And this is where he said, hey, this is creating stuff I never thought about creating in that way because it's so different. Thank you. It was a very interesting. Till next week. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you very much. Awesome. Okay, cool. Also these kind of things. Oh, let me show you real quick before you go. Let me show you. There's some kind of, I like this nightmarish stuff. We have different scenes of morgues here. This is more inspired by Division 2, which I really like. Look at that. Morgue, subway, New York in the apocalypse. Really nice. So many cool things you can create here. Of course, also these kind of things here. Sci-fi, fairies, or whatever you want to call that. And here we have these tarot cards. This looks a little bit more like Islamic kind of style. I think we put that in here. Yeah, Islamic art tarot card, right? So interesting that it created it that way. And then somewhere down here, I have more the classic style tarot card. Where is that? There. And they turned out really well. Look at that. And the cool thing, this is what I like about, this is also where MJ is not far enough yet to take anything from designers in this regard specifically here. Other regards, it does really great stuff. When you look at that, you think you see a lot of interesting things, but then when you go closer, it's just like, it's acting like there is something, but there isn't. Like you think maybe this is a skull, but it isn't a skull. Maybe these are plants, but they aren't plants. Maybe this is like a castle or something, but it isn't. It's just like, it acts like it is as if there was something, but there is nothing. Which is like in a dream. I really like that quality about it. Also here, look at that. You think you see so many things in there. You go close, nothing. There's nothing in there. It's really interesting. I really like that quality. Okay, anyways. Oops, sorry. There we go. Okay. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I had a lot of fun making the art with you, with some artistic hiccups in there as it is in art. I will work on these works later again. By the way, you can follow me on Instagram if you want to. Let me put this in here real quick. Where I will post these works when they are finished, and you can already see works that I have created with MJ and photos. There you go. So this is my Instagram if you want to follow there. You can also see the stuff that I created just in Affinity Photo by bashing together different photos from the internet, which I also have done in past streams, and I also will do in future streams. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there. We will also look at DALL-E in the future. A comparison. Not a huge fan of DALL-E, I have to say, but it can do some things a lot better than MJ. But yeah, also a lot of things a lot worse. So there's a lot of flexibility in there. Maybe there's a charm allowing the viewer to define the art. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Morgue looks awesome. Yes, there's so many cool scenes. You should check out my profile. If you are on MJ already, where's my... Oh, yeah, there it is. So this is my profile if you want to check out the other stuff that I'm doing on MJ. There you go. This is it. All right. So, lots of potentials. I hope you enjoyed the stream. It was pretty long, 2.5 hours. It's pretty good. Okay, so I would say thank you very much and see you soon. Bye.